Hello Leo, I'm Tamara and I'm going to do your lovely reading for August 2018. This reading is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon and Leo Rising sign, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, watch your moon sign or your rising sign. For this reading I'm using my favorite tarot deck, which is the Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. And I'm going to draw additional cards from the Doreen Virtue Oracle deck by Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Okay, while I'm shuffling, I quickly want to say thank you to all my subscribers for all your likes, all your shares, all your comments, all your donations. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, please contact me. It's tamara.tarot30@yahoo.com, or you can find me through my webpage, through the Facebook page. Instango, which is a mobile phone application, and I normally reply within 24 hours. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have for you, dear Leo. And this love reading, love and romance reading for August 2018. Okay, the first card for you is the Queen of Swords, followed by the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Pentacles. And in your advice position, we have Queen of Pentacles. We have King of Wands, which could be you here. The Hierophant, we have King of Pentacles. And in advice position, we have the Strength card, another Leo card. Your presence will be very prominent in the middle of August. We have Four of Wands. We have Seven of Swords. We have Eight of Pentacles, and in advice position we have Temperance. Yes, sometimes Leos do need a temperance, moderation and patience, because they're very passionate. Okay, the way the spread works, you guys probably seen my videos before. This will be the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and end of August going into September. It's also Leo season as well in August, so it will be your time, dear Leo. But I always say that time is fluid. See how it actually resonates with you. I'm recording it in the middle of July, so it might be actually starting earlier for you. Queen of Swords, sign of air, could be Libra, Gemini or Aquarius person, could be someone who is can come across quite cold, because they don't use their emotions as much as their brain, intellect. Very brainy, very intellectual, very clever person. Someone who can give you sound advice. Quite often represents psychologists, counselors, psychotherapists, solicitors, lawyers, anyone who works in the legal profession. If you do require someone, some help, this would be the perfect person to ask for aid. But on a romantic front, it could be, your partner or someone you're dealing with at the beginning of August, dear Leo. It's like, for me, Leo and air signs, particularly, maybe Libra or someone. It's like two completely opposites, where Leo is very passionate, very fiery, where this one is more sort of cold and intellectual, and more sort of not sort of following emotions. But sometimes it's good, one is cold, one is hot, and then it gives that sort of combination. But the Five of Pentacles next to this card is telling me about some sort of, maybe you are dealing actually, even in your love life, if it's maybe there's some sort of divorce or something, separation. It could be actually a solicitor, you represent, someone who is representing you, and the Five of Pentacles is being left in a cold. Maybe there are some troubles in your love life and you left out. There is some financial difficulties. There could be some health issues as well. It's a card of losing home, losing finances. But sometimes, it's, within, if you go through separation and divorce, it could be temporary measures when one of you is moving out of the house and you sort of at the early stages of separation. Financially is very hard to sort out who owes what, and, legal aid is very sort of advisable at that stage, sorry. And what also Five of Pentacles tells you is that the help is there, because most of the time this Five of Pentacles representing like a window, glass windows of the church normally, or some sort of temple, or so where you can find that sort of shelter, where you can find help. someone will be there to help you. So, and maybe that person next to you, Queen of Swords, could be a help. It's not always as someone exactly a legal profession, but someone who is just clever, maybe just stand there for you, helping you to deal with all these issues. Three of Pentacles as well talks about money, but this time is more about sort of you starting at the same time. Maybe the three-party situation was there because it's number three. Maybe that's what you're dealing with, and that's why you left in a cold. Someone cut you off, and it's not very pleasant. Not all of you, dear Leos, for some of you, because it's a general reading. So if you want me to be more specific, you just need to contact me for a private reading. But this one, Three of Pentacles, is more dealing with a three-party situation, or it could be like you, your partner, and a legal situation at the moment. That's what I see. In your outcome position, in your advice position, we have a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. For me, it's very Virgo sign. And maybe because I always see myself because I'm a Virgo. But it's someone who is very down to earth. It also could be a financial aid. You remember when I was saying to you that the aid is there, help is there for you. And that could be someone who will be willing to help you financially as well. Because Queen of Pentacles normally is someone who is very down to earth, very practical, someone who is very good with money. They could be like working with the money, or maybe they're quite wealthy, or they've got access to finances, to resources. So that could be someone helping you over there. Maybe that's why we got three. So it could be you, this person, and your ex, and or your solicitor. So you're dealing with all this sort of working through that. I hope it's not I know it's not applies to all of you, not every single Leo now dealing with their separation and money issues and that, but that's what I see. We go into the middle of the month, and I see Leo, Virgo, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person, someone who is very passionate, very fiery, very sexy. It could be you yourself, or your partner, or your energy, or it could be someone, your fellow fire sign person next to you. I'm just looking at the other card and trying to I can see two men. I see the King of Wands and King of Pentacles. There's two people over there, two male figures over there, and there is a Hierophant in between, some religious factors as well. So I'm trying just to make a storyline between those two rather than just describing each card individually. But for this card, as I said, it could be you yourself, or you might just have a choice of two people around you. One of them is the fire sign, one of them is another earth sign over there, where here it might be just a help, where there could be suitors possible. Maybe you're just freeing yourself and you got all these people around you all of a sudden. But it could be one of them is you yourself. Then you've got the King of Pentacles, who is as well like this Queen of Pentacles, very practical, very down to earth, where this one is all very, I sometimes see the King of Wands a little bit vain. They spend more time in the bathroom than some women do. They like their hair done, they like their, I don't know, putting all this, they're looking after themselves, they're looking into mirror, creams, God knows what, and they like the sense of dress, the way they dress, they like their clothes, they like, find things in life. So that sort of person I see. But not always it's negative. It could be very nice to look after yourself. And then I've got someone who is very down to earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. In between these two, I see the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks about more about religious factors, talks about structures, sometimes talks about wedding, if there's any wedding. But maybe here, if we see you left in a cold with the money, maybe, a wedding wall's been broken or something like that, because it's talks about like a particularly wedding in a church, religious ceremony or something like this, or maybe you are attending something like that, or maybe you are seeking an advice, of someone, maybe a priest or someone who is you trust, someone who is in that sort of in a religious circle, and you just because you're not sure what to do, or you're just in trouble at the moment, and it's quite it's actually underneath the Five of Pentacles, which I was talking. Five Pentacles is like a glass windows in a church, mirror windows in a church, and underneath you've got the church representative. Maybe you are seeking advice, maybe you are talking about, you know, your options and choices in life at the moment, dear Leo. And here we are, it's you yourself. The Strength card, a very strong sign of Leo. But it also talks to you that whatever life throws at you, you do have got strengths to deal with all that. You've got strengths to deal with any troubles and tribulations in your life, and with any problems. But also this card is a little bit philosophical. It tells you not to be aggressive in your approaches, because look, there is always this strength represented by a female figure, not by male figure, but female figures, which can actually tame the beast, tame that lion. And what it tells you, that aggressive approach not always works. Using power, using strength is not always good for you. Sometimes using that gentle powers which we have in us, gentle power of persuasion, of argument, or, you know, that they work better than aggressiveness, arguments, and you know, passionate, over passionate sort of arguments. So that's because it's an advice column for you. That's what the Spirit is telling you. You know, you have got strengths, but use it wisely. We go to the end of August, beginning of September, and we have Four of Wands, stability in your home environment. Maybe all that period of you sort of turbulations with the Five of Pentacles, you might actually find yourself a home where you feel happy, where you feel stable. Again, card of celebration, card of wedding for some of you. Engagement, maybe going to wedding, engagement, parties and stuff like this. Next to it, I've got the Seven of Wands, Swords. Seven of Swords is card of thief. Because this card, you know, is sandwiched between Eight of Pentacles and Four of Wands, which is two positive cards. I think it says sometimes there's two meanings of this card. One of them is tells someone is coming, you know, sneaking around you, picking up what is yours and going away. Sometimes card is also tells you that maybe you need to be a bit savvy. Take what you think is yours and move away from this relationship, situation, whatever, you know, is around you. Don't sort of carry on fighting, or maybe just be savvy. Take what you think you can and go away. And I think that's why it's sandwiched between these two cards, between Four of Wands, having a happy home, happy family. Take what you think you can and build that happy home, happy family. And I see you working really hard on doing that, on building for yourself a happy home, happy family, dear Leo. Card of perfectionist, you know, and working really hard to build yourself, your financial security as well. Number 8 is a good card for finances. It's followed by number 9 and 10. 10 is an end of cycle, abundance, financial abundance. 8 and 9 is also card of single person, but very comfortably, financially very comfortable, living on her own. But you now working really hard in order to achieve all that. And it's really nice, you know, as I said, you know, if you are clever, if you take what you can, without sort of, and sneak away from this situation, I think, you know, you will be building that future for you. And be patient, dear Leo. And as I said earlier at the introduction to this video, it's very good advice for Leos, because they're very passionate, they're very fiery. They need to counterbalance, and this card is underneath the card of strength, which is the card of Leo. It's a counterbalancing, you know, your passion, your fireness, maybe sometimes on a borderline of aggressiveness, with the temperance. Temperance talks about being moderation, patience. Everything comes to those who are patient. So moderation in everything, even in expressing your emotions. Moderation in on financial level, moderation in celebrating, in drinking, in eating, in whatever real means of life it applies to you, dear Leo. That's what the Spirit tells you, sort of counterbalance those two cards. Let's see what additional messages I have got. Very interesting reading, because the Lord, I'm just a bit Not much information for me in the middle of the months for with these two, King of Wands and King of Pentacles. It's just lots of people around you. It's either, as I said, one of them could be you, or Hierophant is represented by sign of Taurus. Taurus could be significant for you. So it could be like Taurus is also, you know, it could be sign of it's represented by the King of Pentacles. So maybe a very strong Taurus energy. Maybe you will be dealing with someone who is you, dealing with the sign of Taurus, because in this case we just have two people, which one of them is you, King of Wands, and then we have very strong energy of Taurus, and again it's you over there. So that could be the scenario over there. And then, you know, I think you will concentrate on building for yourself happy home, happy family, financial security at the end of August. There's no romantic card at the moment, dear Leo. I'm really sorry if that's what you're after. You know, contact me. Maybe, you know, I'll you know, depends what your other planetary influences are. We'll see what's you know, for your personal sort of readings. Finances and career, exactly, here we are. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. We see it by the Five of Pentacles card of financial losses. We see Three of Pentacles working really hard as well. This card is talking working really hard as well. So financial issues, a career, they're affecting your love life. Let's see what other messages we have for you. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Could be this Taurus person who is returning into your life. So that's also possible, reconciliation. I don't see any sort of, unless maybe you are sort of here, maybe the Four of Wands is also moving into the new house. Maybe you two moving together after reconciliation. Reconciliation could be represented by the Hierophant as well, you know, sign of the Hierophant. Let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So try not to be too aggressive in your approaches. Don't try to push it too hard, and let it all go naturally, and that this way you might get some positive results, dear Leo. Very interesting reading for you. I hope it was helpful. If you would like to get more personal reading, please contact me. It's tamara.tarosearch@yahoo.com. You can find me through my Facebook page, through the web page, or through the Instango, which is a mobile phone application. Otherwise, I'll see you next month, dear Leo. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.